Love Them Knives channel. LTK right here with you. What is... Well, if you're going to break the rules, why start now? Why start? What? Oh, why start? Making a funny, aren't you, Mr. Guy? Okay, VG10 steel on the blade, satin. Look at these why start knives. They're so crazy. I mean, remember? Oh, hold on. We got to do this to you first. Gonna make you crazy. Crazy first. Crazy second, crazy third, right? Remember the why start knives? Remember the Gen 01, Gen 02, all that kind of crappity crap? D2 steel, you know? I think they were. Yeah, they are. G10, D2. Did reviews on them, right? Good knives. Especially for, look at 19 bucks, okay? So, you know, the good old knives, right? In the good old days. Canadian cutting edge, all these people talking about them, going, hey, it's a good deal, you know? Jake up there, crazy man. So, my buddy Mike from Florida is like, have you seen the Y-Start knife that blah, blah, blah? And I'm going, what? No, they got a titanium knife now. It's like, what? Yes, they do. And it's got a VG10 blade, satin grind. It's not just titanium, it's anodized titanium. Probably your favorite color, purple. Why do they do this? Because they want to make it pimple-licious. But, I mean, you know, whatever. Hold on. Let me, yes, and you can buy it in regular. So, you can either get it in pimple-licious or just regular. And pimp it yourself or just leave it regular. I mean, you can just never get enough gray in your life, can you? Just really tough to get the gray. Nothing comes in gray anymore except everything. Okay, so where'd I get this? Yes, I got this from Cirilla. Where is Cirilla? Where are you on here? Oh crap, probably doesn't list his name. In any case, on his store, why start 5012? This is the 5012. Okay, VG10 titanium. Good looking knife, boys. Good looking knife. So, what about it? What's it feel like in the hand? Oh, it feels good. Yeah, good in the hand. Got a little bit of a thumb ramp with some jimping here. Oh, that's good. Look at that blade stock. I mean, it's a fat daddy right out to the end. I'll tell you what, probably pretty fat behind the edge, actually, especially in this area of the grind. So, may not be your favorite in that regard. But, it'll still cut piper. Right? Yeah. VG10. Gosh, there was a company, what was it named? Spyderco? It used to use, still does probably. Okay, so, VG10. Pretty good steel. Also used on the Kaiser Vanguard series. Centered up. Oh, hell yeah. I took this sucker apart and put it back together. Came apart, went back together just fine. I do not have the tool for this. Well, yeah, I do. It's called a small screwdriver. That's what I use. Whatever. And then my little Torx drivers, you know, for that. So that's how I took it apart. No problems. No strip screws. No issues there at all, okay? Look at that stop pin, blade stop, whatever you want to call it. Big, thick, fat boy, isn't it? Wow. Check that out. Oh, you want to see what it looks like apart? Look at that. Multi-row bearings. What? I mean, that is just... the O-ring. This is not the space shuttle. Do you remember that? O-rings? Ooh. Was no bueno. Okay, so this O-ring slides up on this pivot here, right up under that collar there. So when it slides in, I think they're putting that, do you see where the tritium insert goes? Oh my God. I've got 2 tritium bars on order from China. I'm putting them in I'm going all the way on this baby. I mean, if we're going to pimp daddy, we're going to pimp daddy right. So in any case, so this goes around this collar, and I think they're doing that to keep that from backing out. You know, some of the pivot screws will back out after a while, but if you put that O-ring, I think that helps with that issue. Of course, here's your steel washer in here that interfaces with these bearings, because it's, you know, steel on this side, the blade obviously, titanium here, so you put steel to interface with those bearings on here, okay? Hey, what's above here? Oh, nothing. Okay, so, just kidding. I spent ink on this. You're going to look at these, damn it. And so, here's your stop pin up here. And so, yes, tritium. There's your insert. Hardened steel insert. Ceramic, aren't they? Hell yeah, they're ceramic bearings. Absolutely. And there's your back spacer with your lanyard hole. What do you think? It's all that in a bag of chips, just like downtown, only less crowded. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Pretty good size knife, sharp out of the box. Comes in a lovely, lovely display box. You like that? It's kind of like, hey, Yankee, this is all you get for 75 bucks. You're damn right. That is all you're going to get for 75 bucks. Where was that? I'm going to show you that again. Come on. Okay, so other pictures. Disassembly photo that's from online. Look familiar? Okay, ceramic bearings, etc. And your pause and serve, pause and read of almost 9-inch knife, folks. 3.8-inch blade, okay? There you go. There's your handle length, 5 inches. It's a good sized dog, and 4mm blade stock. Stone wash and satin. Stone wash on the flats, obviously. Yeah. I mean, I was going to show you the front page that actually gave, come here. Yeah. 80 bucks. I paid, well, I bought a multi-knife deal through my buddy who has a connection in China, so I don't even think I paid 70 for it. I think paid 60 something. But, you know, sometimes you can haggle and put some deals together. Sometimes not. I didn't know anybody, but he did, and it's like, dude, cut me in on your next order. So in any case, nice. Look. Okay. Check the action out. I mean, whew, that's pretty good detent. See how far back that flipper tab is? Not real overly tall either. Guess I'm gonna have to take it apart again when I put those tritium inserts in there, right? One side, the other side. Any case, so yeah, that's comfortable. Flips open really well. Maybe it's those ceramic bearings. Oh yeah. How do you do, but I mean, think about this. How do you do that for like 75, 80 bucks? Much less if you do the 1111, you know, those sales that happen on DHgate and AliExpress every once in a while. So you get another 15, 20% off. What would you do with that? What would you do with another $15 or, you know, even $10 off on a $70, $75, 65? I mean, you know, that's really hard to kind of fathom, because that's really a nice, well done frame, don't you think? I mean, just think of the machining that goes on here. I mean, you got a milled pocket clip. Actually, this goes in the pocket pretty well. It's not overly stiff. I have carried this once. I mean, look at the machine work. Think about all the different angles and all the different radius cuts going through here, and then all these little lines, then the pattern that gets milled throughout. Oh, and then the cutout for the lanyard, and then do it all over again. Backspacer, nice and smooth, but you can feel it. So would it provide some degree of traction? Yeah, I think so. In the palm of your hand, you know how that goes, like that, right? So it's really kind of smooth. So even though they have this milled in there, I mean, it gives some degree of grip. It's still a very nice and smooth, worn type feel to it, which is nice. I really like it. This is probably not the take it out on the ranch or camping type anyhow. It's going to be more of a proud carry, even though really the price denotes heavy use, take it to work. I mean, why not? Depends on what kind of work you do. But yeah, I mean, that is sweet. I'm just sitting there pondering this damn thing. So almost 4 inches. I mean, they said 3.8. And not quite 9 overall. I mean, we're at almost 8 7/8. 22, almost 22 and a half. 22 and a half, big knife, right? What are we looking at here? 100 millimeter length blade. I mean, it's, yeah. Now, how fat is the handle? Because we got to know that, right? How does it feel in your hand? It's a 1/2 inch. That's it, though. About 13 millimeters. Nothing overly oversized, but good, nice. Ooh, 4.2 millimeter, 4.1, somewhere in there, right there. So it's over 4 millimeter blade stock, or right at, yeah, 0.16. So more accurate measurement here. Let's just, yeah, it's a full 4. It really is. Yeah, there you go, 0.158. You know how that translates. Seen enough of my videos, you can do the math yourself. This thing, this lock bar, I wanted to tell you, is pretty stiff. In the respects that it's a good push to disengage it. So it's not really an easy disengagement. You really got to put a little bit to it. Now, the good thing is that it's really a good stiff lock bar, so it's going to stay engaged. There's your lockup. 30%. It's going to stay engaged. The bad thing is that it's really going to stay engaged. Because pushing it away ain't a real easy task. You can get used to it. I mean, once you kind of adapt to, you've had a knife or a liner lock that's really easy to push aside, and then this one is a whole different bag, but you'll get used to it after a while. Really, just the fit and finish is really nice. I mean, look at the angles, all the machine work, nicely made. And it's like, where did you come from the Gen 01 G10 D2 budget $19 beauty to doing this? What happened? Where was I? And look at the blade, how it lays in here really nicely. Pretty much disappears in the scale. And no broken lines, really. I mean, just, a little bit right there, but flow all the way around. Now, how are we using the scales? Pretty good, actually. Pretty good use. Let's try that again. Put your finger there and try not to cut the end of it. Yeah, you're getting there. There's not a whole lot of slop in there. They're using it pretty efficiently. So you got a lot of blade for the handle. Hate it when you got this shorter blade and you got a whole bunch of handle left over. It does happen in some knives. It's really kind of ugly and inefficient. You got a lot more length than you need in a knife. Just give me what I need. Look at the choil here. You got a little bit of a choil. You don't have any recurve on the blade. So you do you know, you've got the ability to go down here and sharpen this thing. Now you got, like I was saying before, that's a chunk. That's a chunk. And you can see how that really doesn't, you know, that doesn't thin out as much to the tip as maybe it should for certain purposes. But it's definitely reinforced for a heavy puncturing, heavy thrusting in here. That's yeah, it's there. And you know, if you want me to do this, I can do this too. I can try and see if I could see through the edge of here. But you know, the back of this, sometimes it's like 0.03 something. This is 0.046, 045. So behind the edge there, it's a little, yeah, it's a little thicker behind the edge. Probably back up in here, it's even worse. What do you want to bet? And let's see if I could see through here well enough to get just behind the edge. Yeah, see, it's thicker in there. It is. Oh well, in any case, it's more reinforced and sturdy there. So piercing shouldn't be a problem. I mean, it's as far as, you know, the tip being overly fragile, not at all. Feels good in the hand, like I said before, and no hot spots here with the pocket clip. Yeah. Little thumb ramp here, nice. Engagement back here, a little bit with the palm here. And lanyard hole, you could dress this baby up, right? Do a little purple and gold paracord lanyard with a bead on it that's gold colored. Would that pimp it out? That would be just the ultra. It's a good size knife though. But I like larger knives anyhow, so I'm happy with this. I think this is fun. I think this is a great knife for the price. I think it's a real bargain. I'm assuming it's an original design from Y-Start. If it's not, I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments section. I didn't buy it as an homage or a copy of anything that exists. I bought it thinking it's an original at least, so give me that fantasy for a little while before you break my bubble. But as we rotisserie the knife for your viewing pleasure, coming down this way, jimping on the flipper tab, but not an overly tall or obnoxious flipper tab. Right? Oh, just thought about something. How does it compare to the Mannix? Well, it's a bigger knife than the Mannix. Yeah, it is. Even switching aspect ratio, where it's still a bigger knife than the Mannix. I mean, almost 9-inch knife, right? So Benchmade grip, full-size grip. Yeah, bigger knife. Even at the disadvantage of the aspect ratio. Here, even more profound. The difference in size. And you can't leave out Hollywood. There's your comparison right there. Okay, flip it around. Give Hollywood the advantage. Still, smaller knife. Smaller knife. Any guesses? Any guesses? Not bad. Not bad. I was worried it might get close to 6. 153 grams. Not bad. Right in there. Right in there. It's okay. No. Didn't skeletonize the inside. Although, you know, this is a contoured, in a way. This is a... obviously. So, yeah, they're taking materials off on the presentation and on the back side here, the lock bar side. So yeah, didn't really have a lot of extra you could sacrifice from the inside. What do you think? Interesting. I just think it's fascinating. I'm fascinated when you have knives like this. It's always, you're off the chart. You're mucking through the swamp and the jungles, and you went off road. You're not in the conventional highway anymore. You're not in what a lot of the reviewers stay in, conventional lines, doing known and approved models and brands. You're off road. I like doing that. I like being a little bit of the explorer. This is the kind of stuff that fascinates me. And I'm really fascinated. I think this is really cool. I mean, I got a big grin on my face. It's great action. It just feels so good. Ceramic bearings, multi-row. Got all the goodies on here. The lock bar, interface, insert, ceramic detamp ball. I mean, they really kind of threw everything in here. I don't know what else you really want other than, yeah, VG10 to something. But, you're talking about a price point too. So would you pay $150 if they threw M390 on here? Who knows? That might be the direction. This is kind of the first shot out of the cannon on this titanium run. So cool. Thank you for joining me. Follow me on Instagram. I always put my link to my Instagram down below in the comments, or in the, not comments section, the description section. We have a lot of fun on Instagram. It gets a little crazy. And there's a lot of activity. You know what we do around here. Come on. Yes, we do. We love them knives. So stay sharp.